All right, I am live, not Memorex, right? Welcome to not Feng Shui talk with no blindly inspired, unfortunately. So, guys, I don't have blindly inspired here. I don't know where we saw her this morning in dawning, I should say, in tarot time. So I'm not really sure. I sent her the email during tarot time and let her know it was on the way, and haven't heard anything. So we'll give it a few minutes, guys. But otherwise. I'm grateful for all y'all who did all three of you guys who showed up. It's Sunday night. Nonetheless, we do have Adam or Michael Sedler in an hour. So I have a Zoom with Terry at Soul Stirring tomorrow about a root bowl. Oh wow! All right. So if nothing else, we'll have a little community chat here and for who's here and just checking what she has and pricing. All right. Wait, we have a guest. Something just happened. Hang on, guys. All right.
Using
Oh,
the previous.
we are. That's good. We're live. It's all good.
It's okay. Good, because
All right.
we've
So
had
guess
a
who's looking
time
here?
to. Hello,
All right, guys.
lovely ones. Welcome
We have.
again to our wonderful space of health, wealth, happiness, and spirituality. Hi,
All right.
Josh.
Patience, Pedro. Thank you. No worries there. Glad I sent the second link. And we are all here at Live and Not Memorex. So welcome. And if you weren't here last week, welcome to Blindly Inspired Christina. She is a feng shui expert, among other things. She knows how to get into the flow. And we're grateful she's here and grateful that we had a couple of minutes here to chat. So, Chris, good luck there tomorrow in your meeting. Chris has a meeting tomorrow with the maker who makes the same bowl as his chakra bowl, his sacral chakra, to get a root bowl, and they're handmade and
Oh, wow.
they're,
Awesome.
they're it's not anything you would find in a store. Let's put it that way. So.
Yeah. Good luck, good luck, good luck.
And if the group needs to, we GoFundMe always works, right? All right. So one thing I do have to do for some reason is StreamYard's getting a little weird, and I did not reset my phone, so I got to keep tapping my phone to make sure the light stays on, make sure it doesn't go dark. So it'll keep me in tapping the screen there so it doesn't darken out. But I should have set it for no. I forgot to set it for no timeout, but I don't know why it does that. But good afternoon, good evening, whatever applies to everybody here, and Scotty Boy, Chris, Millie. Chloe, and let's see who else. Chris, good luck tomorrow for sure. My root chakra is looking forward to that. So yeah, all right, guys, we are grateful you're here. Blindly Inspired sent me an awesome email about your car. That's why I didn't really bring much of it up on the channel itself, but hopefully we can get her to discuss some of that email today and take off from where we were on our last discussion, which was in the bedroom. They're working on the bedroom. From my end, I know I haven't gotten my sketches out to you. Work's been crazy. Somebody left work, and so I've been working, start working extra shifts, and it's just kind of been chaotic. But it's good. You know, being busy is a good thing. That means I'm catching into a flow, right? And so, exactly, I'm not just sitting here. So I'm grateful. But I did take Christina's advice, and the front of my entrance to my house contains no old mail, no junk papers, totally wiped down and clean. There's a red mat, there's a piece of green tourmaline, there's a piece of selenite, there's a bowl of salt water, there's, like I said, the red floor mat. And yes, and you see interesting stuff when you walk in that motivates you. And so, and what's that done? The energetics of when I come into my house are amazing because I'm not walking past a pile of old bills that I have paid, or in maybe one case haven't paid at least one of them. And some, yeah, so it's just a whole refreshing. So thank you for that, Blame Needs, but I appreciate that. All right, so we're going to pass it
so
off.
much has started shifting for you already. Your whole energy is changing. I mean, yeah, it's wonderful to watch.
I'm going to state this because it's the other night when we were live with Viviani on Tuesday Night Live, she did a clearing. I was hung 4 lifetimes ago and always had that intuition that I was. Generally, if you can see a string of lifetimes, but one of them is black, nothing but blackness. Generally, there's something supremely traumatic that might have happened. And so I figured out that I was hung in that lifetime 4 lifetimes ago. And she was able to clear. I was carrying because I've gotten lighter in my frame, I started to walk into, my neck started feeling weird. And my neck started getting tight and wearing things around my neck. And it's always been that way generally, but it's been getting worse lately. And so she cleared it. And it's, so yeah, that's the big help to my energetics. And what you've done there in the front door there has just been absolutely amazing. And it's
They all
just a
work
little
together,
discount.
hey, it all works together. But just you not having got your plan to me. That's why I'm working the way I am right now, because it's also it's like building a symphony of your life. And it's like a myriad of little things, which is what Feng Shui is. It's like hundreds and thousands of little things that all come together as a symphony. If you see it like building up like a symphony with like the different instruments and the different tempos. And if you take one of those instruments away, it sounds a little flat. So that's what we're building up Crystal's magical way, a beautiful symphony of your life.
Fantastic. I like that. All right. So we're going to turn it over to Christina here, and she's going to continue the conversation that we were having last week regarding the bedroom. And of course, I definitely love the email that you sent regarding your car. And
Yeah, I'll look at that.
and definitely, so I'm going to pass it off and let you jump right in there, Christina. Go for it.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, as I said, it's like that's what we're learning right now is a myriad of little things that each and every one is so important. We don't realize how important everything is. I think, as I said last week, well, it's just keep that in your head. I'm going to keep repeating until we get it, and then repeat it some more. Is that there's no difference between the thought and the manifestation. It's just the vibration. So what you're thinking and what you're getting is all the same. So we're trying to change those thoughts so it becomes absolute second nature, that we don't have to think about it all the time. Because often when you catch yourself in your thoughts, you think, oh, what was I thinking? I've been like grumbling for the last half an hour, until you catch yourself. So we want to just we're reprogramming our mind constantly in the most wonderful, magnificent way possible. I'm really so excited and so privileged to be in this space and to have the knowledge which we have, because I strongly believe that we're moving. Well, for me, I like the Lemurian way, definitely not the Atlantean way. I feel very comfortable with that, and that's for me is kind of where Feng Shui was from. How old it is, nobody really knows, because they've found things which go back BC 6,000, so that's already 8,000 years old. So they've found things that relate to the burial sites. Oh, sorry, I've got my phone alarm. Sorry. Oh, here we go. Stop. Yeah, if there are any questions, please pop them in the chat so that we can address some of them. I'm dealing a little bit with time shift at the moment. So, as I said, Feng Shui is like 90% maintenance and common sense and 100% awareness. And that is just so beautiful where we're going right now, is just to be aware and conscious of every moment. So we're here just to support your transformation. I hope that we're all doing something by our front door. I hope that you've like oiled your doors so that you've got a smooth entrance, that your door is saying something fabulous about yourself, that you're standing at your door. I'm using a lot of green and violet flame energy when I walk in, and also just walking through a shower of gold and being very conscious of doing that as I put my key in my door. I wanted to just mention something, how wonderful this is. Millie, if you're on the show, just thank you so much for the pictures that you've been posting. And this is kind of how it starts to work. Millie's been posting some beautiful pictures, which I find very inspiring, of nature and nature sounds. And when I go for my walks with my dog and I see these beautiful autumn colors, I just think of Millie and I think of the group, and I send a beautiful, yummy energy over to you. keeping the bathroom door. I'm going to do the bathroom, Chris. That's on my list to do the bathroom in detail today. So we'll look at the car. So absolutely, I'm very so yeah, it's about being conscious. I hope you're drinking your water, because remember that we're dealing with wind and water, and I really want us just to become more and more sacred about the water that is constantly around us. I don't know if I said, but when I see rain, I just think of millions and billions and trillions of little raindrops, of little rainbows falling down. Okay, so remember that everything is about consciousness, and it all needs our conscious participation. So it's becoming aware of every single moment. So, okay, we can rewire our brain, our heart opens with consciousness, our reality shifts, our DNA activates, but it all needs our conscious participation. And just while I'm thinking, because I'm going to forget, I've got a little bit of a headache, I'm sorry. So I just want to thank Josh. I'm really enjoying, he does this 15 seconds of focus for the 11:11. And can I please ask Josh if we can do another 15 seconds beforehand for peace?
Sure, we can do that.
Maybe just 15 seconds, and not for anywhere in particular. This is something which I'm really working with hugely with energy at the moment, is not actually focusing it on anything in particular, because the energy knows where it needs to go. And if we're just focusing 15 minutes of just intense, beautiful peace, it will go where it needs to go. It might just be to the people next door that need some peace in their life. So it was just like, because you're doing that regularly every day, and if we can just add that in.
Absolutely. I think that's a great idea. Done.
Yeah. It's all about all these adding in, changing our, rewiring our plans. As I say, I'm so fascinated just by this little thing with Millie and her pictures, and the whole how it works for me. Because every time I see these beautiful leaves, I'm thinking of you guys and thinking of Millie, and just like, that's how it goes. I didn't realize that it would have such an effect on me, but it's just beautiful to send that energy to the group. Okay, what do we want to do? We're mirroring I've got, okay. Just some things that I'm finding important at the moment. The energies are going a little crazy, and just a little heads up here, guys. It's not going to stop for at least 5 years. We've got another 5 years of this. So the sooner we just get into it and work with it and flow with it, the better we're going to be. At the moment, I think we're breathing, but they're going to really just pump up next week. Doing a lot of grounding, a lot of working with your base chakra right now. So even wearing reds, eating red foods. I tend to see my chakra right now as ruby gold, because I'm working so much with the golden light. So please welcome. Just keep showering yourselves with golden light as much as you can. It's like this beautiful liquid plasma. Yeah, as I said, that's what I'm really working with, the ancient realm of Lemuria and healing the waters. It's okay, Millie. Thank you. We all slack. I also have been. It's push and pull, but we've all got our own journeys to go. The encouragement towards each other is what it's all about at the moment. So for me, as I said, Feng Shui, I work with Kan Yu, which is this incredible plan, and it's really incorporating our ancient future. Yeah. Did I mention where it comes from? Sorry, I'm building up, and I'm busy putting my book together. I've got so much which I've written, so I'm actually putting it together, and some workshops. So we'll have that done in a little while. But so Feng Shui, it was given to Lao Tzu, who also interesting. I always find it so interesting. Lao Tzu, there's no actual. It's like Moses. There's no physical monument, bones or ashes or anything of him. So much is accredited to both of them, yet there's no physical record of them. like Yeshua, there is a physical record, you know, it was written in the books, so many of, you know, but Moses, there's no record, and of Lao Tzu also. However, he brought in Feng Shui, and he brought in the Tao Te Ching, and he wrote the whole book of the Tao. Just interesting, his name means the ancient child. So I also love that, because it's like unless you become like little children. And it was all about observation. So it was just built up, and I'm going to just rush through this very quickly because I want to get into this, the 4-form school, which is something quite nice. We can all, because I work with all of them. So in the beginning was the Wu Wei, which was nothing. That's the great primordial void, which then split into the yin and yang. So it's very important to have yin and yang in every room. We'll go into that another time. I think, you know, the lights and darks and contrasts of colors, which they say out of the yin yang where the 10,000 myriad of things were born, which means that if everything out of the yin and yang is born. And then it's split into the Holy Trinity, and then a huge section of Feng Shui some people only work with, which is form school. So they're looking at, and this was why so many Chinese people came over to America to build your railways, because they were having problems. They were like damaging the dragons, and they were having a lot of technical hiccups because of damaging the land. So they brought a lot of Chinese geomancers over to actually help them build the railway tracks, because the earth gets angry. We can just see it's happening right now again. And that's what Feng Shui is just so beautiful. It's about deep, deep, deep honor and respect. Oh, there was something I wanted to say that came through my mind that was so important, but that's okay for now. Anyway, it's all based on nature. So the form school, and I'm bringing this up hugely because next year is the year of the snake, so we can get ready for that. And as you know, this year is the year of the dragon, which is the number 8. So the form school just works with 4+1 areas. So behind you, you have the tortoise, which should be a solid mountain, which is usually in the north. And that's like we want something big and solid behind us. In the front, we want the red phoenix, which is constantly rebirthing itself, which is our future and our future prospects. And we want to have it a little bit open so we can see. To the east, we have the green dragon, which is usually, remember these or take notes of these, because we work with this a lot when it comes to office feng shui and where you place your desk and the power position to sit in your office. So to the east, we have the dragon, which is usually bigger. And in your home, it's often you can just see, oh, wow, I've got these big trees at the back or on the side, or on behind, I've got this beautiful big tree or even a big rock. I think Josh has got something nice as well. And to the west, we have the white tiger. The white tiger, I think last year was the year of the tiger. Anyway, I can't remember. But very few children are born in the year of the tiger. She's a real nasty BRTCH. She doesn't like to be moved. So if you're doing any moving or renovations on your house, and this has got nothing to do with belief, it just is what it is. And you start knocking down walls, you're going to have serious problems. I usually work with the fact that what do women like? If they're very angry and spitty, you bring them something pretty, you bring them a gift. So maybe putting a picture, I would, when I stayed in a house, if I had to do either alterations on that side, I would plant flowers, compost the lawn, compost the flowers, just so that she acknowledges that you've acknowledged her, that energy side. Remember that. And then it moves into the 5 elements, which I think we're going to take two lessons to get through. They are just so phenomenal and excellent. One of the things I've been really, and I didn't know, I'm really exploring. I know a little bit about like Hindu, but it's part of my deliciousness at the moment. I had a white Hindu friend in South Africa where we would go to a lot of the temple celebrations, and he would tell me quite a bit. But I mean, I grew up with Indians, but really sort of embracing it a lot. I work a lot with the Om Namah Shivaya. I can sing it better. And I just realized that it is actually the 5 elements. I like to work with sacred sounds to clear my house. Oh, that's what I was going to say. It's just come to my attention hugely. If we're feeling a little down, perk up your energies. If you've got crystals in your home, please give them a good clean. Even just a spray, if you've got your whatever wonderful magical spray you're using. I've seen all sorts of crazy things, and I've seen some people who've had crystals that are just so covered in dust. It's like why even have them? And beautiful collections. But take them out. We've got a new moon coming up. It might be nice to charge them in the new moon. Even if you just put them under the hose sprinkler or plop them all in a bath. I don't know how many crystals you have. And sing some beautiful music to them. Put on some holy chanting. It's the way that I like to clean my house. My favorite was to use Beethoven's Ninth Symphony long ago. I would put it on and then come back again. Right now I use a lot of these sacred Indian chants, and one of my favorite is the Om Namah Shivaya. But it actually relates to the 5 elements. The Na is earth, Ma is water, She is fire, Va is air, and Ya is ether, which is wood. And I think it's Chinese, I don't know, but it's everywhere. Everything out of the cosmos the whole cosmos vibrates and is made out of the 5 elements. So we'll get there. They're my favorites. I love them. All the cosmos is made from the 5 elements. The big, 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 big. Oh yes, we're going up for some very big flares this week. Huge ones. So yeah, lots of vital messages for humanity. Okay, any questions, anybody? Before we move on to, I'm just looking at the time. Let's move on to the bathroom. Okay. We were doing the bedroom last week, and something I just remembered and I forgot to mention. I just assume that everybody makes their bed in the day. Please make sure that you make your bed. It was, I think Jordan Peterson said, no matter how shitty your day is, at least you come home and your bed is made. But it's so huge. Nelson Mandela, to the very last, virtually his very last day, would still make his bed because that was the way that he centered himself. He had this wonderful personal assistant, which would then remake his bed, but this was just what he'd done for 18 years in prison, and it centered him and gave him his incredible focus. So make your bed with care. This is your place, as I said, where you leave your beautiful soul, and where your soul you leave on your beautiful journeys. Also, set the stage. I don't think I remembered said that last week. Set the stage to going to bed. Never go to bed on anger. Really just patch up whatever bad words you've had with anybody in your home. Write a letter to somebody, if just one of those spiritual letters. If you can't get hold of them and you need to just make peace, it's not good to go to sleep with that. Burn some incense, burn some beautiful oils, put on some soft music, have a good bath. In the old days, my mother still used to put perfume on her pillow. My grandmother, that was our grandmother's day, they always put lavender on the pillow, which was just wonderful to go to sleep. In those days, they were good oils. So those are really nice things just to set that stage for going to sleep. Right, and we did talk a little bit about the bathroom, because before they didn't. It's just very common these days to have bathroom. What was your question, Chris? Because I'm going to go over it. It's very difficult without diagrams and seeing it. So I hope I can paint a word picture for you. Okay, wherever your door is, to your bedroom, to your bed, if you have a bathroom en suite, there is going to be your energy drain. Obviously, keep the door closed if you can. If you can't, put up a bead curtain or at least some crystals between there. Crystals, they do work. It's better than nothing. But obviously a door is best. And wherever it is, if it's draining from your head, you can get migraines, you can get a brain tumor, or you can get very like psychological problems, or your neck. Well, you'll get weakness in your neck because it's draining and you can actually feel it. I think let's just do that again. If we just rub our hands, that we just become aware of the energy that we can feel. So you can feel this all for yourselves, and we can do these wonderful, wonderful balls of energy here. The more you practice, the bigger and more wonderful they get. And then just even you can do it on a book. You know, many years ago, it used to fascinate me before this was all trending, how blind people, if you do it with magazines, you can actually feel the energy. And this was way back in the 70s when we were feeling like red pictures had a different energy to blue pictures in a magazine. So here we have a book. So imagine this is your table, and if you feel the energy here, you will feel it. But if you feel it on the point, it's definitely sharp. Well, we all feel it slightly differently. Some will feel it like pressure, some will feel it like a tingle, some feel it cold, some feel it hot. But almost all of us will feel something. Now, if this is poking at you all night long from your side table, or as I said, if you've got lamps above your head, you definitely don't want these draining into you. If you've got lamps or a bookshelf above your head at night is also not a very good idea. Okay, so working with if you've got, and obviously in your bedroom you want to sleep in the power position. You don't want your feet, I think we did go through this, we don't want your feet going down straight out the door or into the bathroom door, and you don't want them, if you've got a big mirror at the bottom of your bed, sometimes very difficult to do anything about it. So putting a kist or a bench at the bottom of your bed will definitely help to stop and break that energy, because it's not always possible to change the side of your bed. Okay, bathrooms. Let's go. Bathrooms. The Chinese really don't want to have bathrooms. It would be better not to have bathrooms in our lives. But hey, they are necessary. One of my rules of thumb for virtually every room is, once we've gone through this, if you had to theoretically go to sleep in your bathroom, would you at night, would you wake up and feel wonderful and energized and excited to be in this place in the morning? So that's how beautiful it must be. So if you've got any old curtains and those old plastic fittings, just please get rid of them. You want to make it as sparkly and fabulous and clean and light and airy, and smell freshy as possible. The bathroom, unfortunately or fortunately, is also that's going to build up a lot of illness. So, as I said before, huge basic principles of Feng Shui, laws of Feng Shui, as above, so below, as in front, so behind, as within, so without. So, if you've got your bedroom and you've got a bathroom above your bedroom, you might find that you're getting sick because every time that bathroom, it's like pouring poop on your head. I would very complicated that one. What have we got here? My feet face, that's at both doors. Looks like I'm going to have, yes. If you can, you don't want your feet, it's called the death position. And I think many cultures have it. If you can't, yeah. And if you can't change, because if you're going to turn your bed around, Chris, you're still going to have it on your side, eh? So if you can put a little crystal hanging between the door, or I'm going to see how you can get 2 crystals from Josh, and you can put them. I'm trying to find 2 white things here.
Actually, I'm going to interject real quick. Chloe, who's on, if you want to tag Chloe's channel there, she has crystals for sale at a really good price, and Chloe is on with us. So, Chris, if you need some
Okay.
crystals, tag Chloe, please. Don't tag me. For
Yeah.
sure, tag Chloe.
Sorry, I didn't know Chloe, but we just
Yeah,
want small
I just
cheap
found out the
ones.
other day, and
And
so
then
yeah.
we can also, Chloe, so get ready to give us good deals as the time goes on, because we can use a lot of just like little points, like finger size points, nothing expensive, but a decent quartz crystal. I mean, they often we're going to bury them in the ground or hide them under beds or hide them in corners or okay, so my fingers, so we're creating this shape here up on the door lintel. I'm going to hold it up there. So that's the door jamb at the top of your bathroom. That's by the side of your bed. And if you put that, are you with me? Do you see what I'm doing? So they go at that little angle. What we're actually creating is part of the octagon. That's where it comes from, because it's a very sacred shape. So they will use 2 flutes. If you want to do the flutes, they work for you, but I just find 2 little points of crystals are working quite well. And I would do the points going up. Going down, you're pushing the energy down, pushing it away. So that, and then if you have a little a faceted crystal or a wind chime in between the door, that will also diffuse the energy. Yeah, they're not nice, and they do, and they will drain your energy. It's just the stuff doesn't lie. It's just so interesting, wherever it is. If it's by your legs, then your legs you just stop walking. Obviously, if we've got our bedroom, we don't want bedroom doors, bathroom doors facing kitchen doors. I've seen it twice here in Germany. I haven't been to that many houses, but it's like horrible. I had a crazy little house that was kind of all built on and patchworked in South Africa many years ago. But I don't know if anybody's got their bathroom door going off from their kitchen. Same story. You can also use, please, please, please keep that door closed and do that same thing with the crystals above the door. If they're clear quartz crystals, nobody's even going to notice them. This is, we don't want people to notice and ask strange questions. Similar story, if you walk into your house and you see the bathroom, very, very unfortunate energy. So try and put a screen if you have the place, or a nice plant, or a very dynamic picture that attracts your energy, your gaze. It depends on space. I can't see your space if you have this problem. We're just talking theory right now. That attracts your energy somewhere else. We're playing with the energy all the time. Just want to see this. What else was before we get into the bathroom? Okay, so bathroom.
Just a
Hello.
real quick question. So,
Yeah,
just to clarify, so for like my bathroom is in
yeah,
my bedroom, it's along the wall, and my bed would be here, and then my bathroom, it's like my bed would be here or here, I
yeah.
should say. Here, there we go, backwards in the camera, and then my bathroom's over here. So if I put 2 crystal points, like a crystal
Just wait.
cluster on the
I'm not
top
quite
shelf,
with you.
like
Have you got a bathroom en suite, or is your
yeah, so
bedroom your?
it's in the bedroom. It's attached to the bedroom, so it's the opposite wall of the bathroom. So basically, or the
Okay,
bed is on the wall, and then the bathroom's on the other wall. So if I put 2 crystal points, then on
that
the
would also help. Yeah,
just on top of the on the framing of the door there,
yeah,
pointing up,
huge.
then that's what
Yeah,
you're talking about. Okay, perfect.
huge. A huge change, but it's you're still going to have problems. It's just it's making it a lot less. I don't know what your space is. If you've got space at the bottom of your bed to put like a small bench or a trunk or something, because that
I-
also helps to stop that energy from going,
Okay.
from pulling you out. We want to stop that because it's draining you.
Okay. Perfect.
Yeah.
All
But
right.
we'll talk, yeah.
Yeah, we'll go back.
And obviously when we, sorry, I'm just, if there's any other questions, because now we're going to just talk about keeping that energy in the bathroom alive and lifted up, because that's also hugely helpful. Obviously, like if you've got a very dark and dingy bathroom and if you've got mold, you really need to get rid of it. Paint your bathroom, just have a look at it. Yeah, that's very helpful. That's super. Yeah. Now you just acknowledge what it is. And now when you're cleaning your home or you're dusting, you're just saying, oh, well, this is somewhere at the back of your mind. It's like me thinking about you guys every time I go on a walk because of Millie's photographs. It's at the back of your mind and you're focusing on this. Or, if it's got very tea stained or something, you think, oh, I better clean this. It just changes your idea to housework. You do it for different reasons. China, there are lots of stories about housework from China, about lazy housewives and lazy broom sweepers. And, you're sweeping symbolically people, they are sweeping the front door, and the African tribes do the same to remove in the morning, to remove all the negative energy. I worked with a thing, I called it pause. It's actually pews, but because I don't do the whole church thing, I like dogs, I called it pause. So a little ritual for the morning is pray. What was it? Oh, well, look, as I said, I've got a headache. Pray. I'll get it just now. Pray. What's the E? Wash and sweep. I can't remember what the A was, but it's pray. So meditate and then wash, or do something, and then wash and then sweep, symbolically just sweep. Even if it's just for a 2-second sweep, that you're removing all the negative elementals from the night before that have settled. Just very quickly here, we're going to run out of time, but if you see the Chinese houses, they have those, the temples, they all have those little points on the end. Those are actually to stop the demons, the elemental demons, from falling down and falling down and burrowing around your home. So they come down off the temple and they hit the spikes, and then they go up again. So they're not splintering around. Very often, if you have a home that you just put somebody had lots of beautiful wind chimes on their veranda, but a lot of people will just put 4 wind chimes on each corner of their house. It works very similar to that. There's a lot of, and just please, I just go and observe. Look at the houses with different eyes. Drive home a different way. Go through the wealthy areas. It's coming up Halloween. When I lived in America, we'd go to the wealthy areas to go trick-or-treating. So we've got the best chocolates. So but just drive around, have a look what people in wealthier areas are doing. Why is that house looking successful? And it starts this whole monkey see, monkey does. There was long back, there was this house in South Africa. They'd done this incredible mural all over their front wall. And it was just so interesting to watch over the next few months how the houses around there just started perking up. So it just starts to happen, and just soon the whole street's going to be amazing. But it all starts with us, and as that wonderful saying goes, just start with your own doorstep. You've got more than enough to clean up on your own doorstep. Okay, so the basic things everybody knows about. Do keep the toilet seat closed. I have seen people virtually marriages break up over that toilet seat. Then please don't do it. I've seen really strange things with people's bathrooms. I've had a client who had her office in her bathroom. It worked for her. It was wonderful. It was the spare bathroom. She did use it sometimes, but it had this big mirror and all her. Then it was a very, very wealthy client, but that was her office. Other clients don't use the bathroom, a particular bathroom, so we've put plants in the bath, not in soil, but in pots in the bath, so that that energy is not draining. That's been in businesses, so the energy isn't draining the wealth. They're just using the toilet and the basin, not the bath. Oh, yeah. There was one client, and it was her husband's like palace. I mean, it was like a library in his bathroom. Nobody else went in there. She said, but he would get lost there for hours. So obviously, I didn't deal with the husband. I was dealing with her, and you know, you have to sometimes work around what people want and what people need and what works for them. You know, it was his safe space. He did a lot of studying there. Oh yeah, no, I've seen some really strange things. And every single home that I've done or every single office I've done, I've always found something I've never seen before or no book has ever told me, that's also why I like to teach you what you're looking for. You know, and I'm a little more specific as to why it's the bathroom obviously is going to drain some of your money, but more problematic, it's going to make you ill. And in Chinese medicine, Chinese traditional medicine, the physician will usually come to your home first to have a look what's wrong with your home, because we're dealing with your home. And very often, as I've said before, such a simple cure that can just aid in your healing process. It's all about aiding. And yeah, if you're banging holes in your wall, it's going to affect you. You will sprain a limb or worse. So just be aware where you are if you're going to be doing renovations on your home and knocking holes in your wall. It always affects you. Okay, so we're going to keep the toilet seat closed. You're going to try and keep your plugs in your basin. Obviously, I'm assuming that we clean our bathrooms nice and clean. We're going to get rid of all those outdated things in our bathroom, make it as clean and fresh as possible, make it smell wonderful, burn incense. I like to burn incense in the plugs at least once a week, that you're just really fumigating the bathroom. There's a lot of negative energy is going out there. Candles in the bathroom are wonderful. Remember, you're detoxing yourself. And it just gives sorry, as I said, I do have a bit of a headache today, that you are lifting up the energy with candles. Aromatherapy burners in your bathroom, definitely positive. It just also detoxes that negative energy, that sick energy that you're getting rid of. Your body's getting rid of it all the time. A lot of clearing can be done in the bathroom with that plug thing. I like to have a good salt bath. I know people do salt baths and Epsom salts and all the other mixtures. I just go with plain salt. And then I lie in the bath and I let the water out while I'm in the bath. And you can and then consciously let that energy just drain. You can feel it, which is quite a nice experiment to do, because then you can feel what's happening to your energy at night. Because remember, you're not protecting your energy, huh? So it's like super empowered that it's draining you. Feet to the door. Plants in the bathroom are really good. Buddhas in the bathroom are not usually so good, though I quite like holy shit. It works quite well for me. If you're in the bathroom, just try to you're getting rid of your negativity. We did speak about this last week. Try and put something positive back. Have some good sayings. Have a book that you write, a notebook in the bathroom. Do mirror work, acknowledging yourself. Keep your mirrors clean. Keep your drains clean. You very often find that when you move into a new home, you're going to, and just check with your friends. They move into a new home, and within the next couple of weeks, they have to call the plumber. It's like the house is saying, I'm getting rid of everybody else's old shit, and I want you to just start nice and fresh yourself. So if you want to do it yourself, as just a cleansing thing, is just clean all your drains. You don't have to do the whole plumber thing, but you will definitely get a better flow of energy and la 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 energy and money in your life. If you've cleaned those drains, block drains will definitely, and it depends which area they are in your home, which we'll get into later, or you can look that up. But I'm not going to be responsible for that right now because I just know there's too many more exciting things to think about. I can't think of anything right now specifically about the bathroom. Any questions? As I said, have bubble baths, treat yourselves. We did do that last week, I think.
In the bathroom, do you keep the shower closed or open? That's a good one. And the shower, like if you have a shower curtain, would you recommend it closed, cracked, open? Some people leave it open, air it out.
You know what? That's going to be up to you. Depends on your bathroom. Personally, I leave mine half open, half closed, because it actually closes. You don't see the toilet. Sorry, thanks for that. As I say, I have got a bit of it, and that if you can, if you've got a bathroom with your bathroom and your shower and your toilet, and you open the door, try to put a plant so that you don't look straight at the toilet. If you looked at it and get choose your shower curtain with care. There's some beautiful ones with beautiful sayings on them or things that make you feel really wonderful. Obviously, an old shower curtain is not going to just change it. Yeah, you want your bath, as I say, rule of thumb, and it goes with any of the rooms in the house. But for your bathroom, can you go to sleep in your bathroom that night and wake up in the morning and say, "Wow, this is a beautiful place to be"? I don't like clutter in my bathroom. I like things in containers. And when I used to have a lot of guests, I remember my daughter came to visit and she said, "Have you got, what must I do with all my stuff?" Some people love to see all their bottles and their lotions and potions. And I just gave her like a beautiful little metal bucket. I said, "That's for all your personal toiletries," because it just freaks my eyes out. I need as restful bathing energies as possible. Again, beautiful sayings. A chair in the bathroom is wonderful if you have the space. I'm lucky I've got a reasonably big bathroom, but most people don't have very big bathrooms. Obviously, airing and I did talk about any question. I did talk about having the bathroom as you walked in. Plant drains. Yeah. Just have a look also when you're in your bedroom. If you have any drains outside your bedroom, it's really important if you've got a house, just to take a look outside, because that could also be hugely affecting your sleep, giving you nightmares, making you feel very, very drained. And right now we have to just be so on top of our energy. These things just become sort of second nature. That's why we're building it up. All these hundreds of little bits of things that you're just adding into your life, but they're not going to be overwhelming you. They're just going to, that's what's happening. So let's get on to our car. Number one, I know that Josh is a fire element, so I know that he wants a purple car. So that would be perfect for him. If you're lucky enough to choose your car color.
Actually, I'm a water element. I'm pure Cancer. I'm a 5. I'm a life path 5. I was born on the 5th. I'm a water element as humanly possible. I'm born in like the middle of Cancer. I am double Cancer, so I am water. Although I don't even think I have much fire in my.
No, but from the Chinese perspective, your element is a fire, which is very interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Have a look there. You're a 9 purple fire.
Oh, okay.
Which is
Interesting.
yeah. So make steam, baby, make steam.
There we go.
Yeah. So that's very interesting. Often they reflect each other.
Yeah, well, we'll have to go over that for sure.
Yeah. No, you're for non-purple fire. Okay, so your car reflects your career, or very much how you put yourself out into the world. It's your work, your work and your work environment, and how you perceive your work and how work perceives you. I did have a client. He was living in his car, and I made it into the most beautiful passion palace. It was an old Citroen, and actually, we first started by Feng Shuiing his wallet. He came on to one of my workshops. I was very clear that I would compromise with consultations, but with my workshops, I didn't give discounts. That was because there was so much energy that I put, and it was just a rule. And it was one of the things that I learned is that money cuts karma, and it's really, but we'll talk about that another time. It's very important to charge or have an exchange of energy. And for me, I didn't want an exchange of energy. I needed money. I was a single parent. I didn't have time to exchange my services for my hair to be done. Okay, so your car reflects your career. So some people spend a lot of time in their car if they're traveling sales. Other people just go to work. Some people don't even go to work in their car. Keep it as spick and span and ordered as possible. I wrote that to Josh because I know that his car had gone into the shop for a while and was coming back with all sparkly and fabulous. So I wanted him just to start to think about some of the things that he could do, and looking at as a, especially where we're all going right now, and Josh is just taking little steps, playing his little games, Mario games, that he could actually utilize and think about his car as going into a new phase in his life. So number one is just obviously clean it. I don't know if your cars come back clean from the shop here in South Africa. They did. They used to be, that was part of the deal. In Germany.
Not anymore. They'll do anything. Hyundai doesn't do Hyundai. They barely take the plastic off the seats if they put
Oh,
it
have you
on.
got a Hyundai? Hyundais are beautiful. I love my Hyundai.
Yeah, they don't do anything at the dealerships. They don't even give you a voucher for a car wash. So when on the way home from getting it fixed, I washed it myself.
Yeah.
I washed it that day.
Yeah, and so if you do that with conscious, now so maybe just like set aside once a month that you're going to do it, however it works for you. I mean, hey, when I stayed in America, I stayed in Topanga, which is top of Topanga in LA, and it was quite dusty, and so many people wouldn't drive up the mountain because it would make their cars dirty. So
There you go.
yeah. My mom had a friend who had a duster in her car, and every time she came, she was this old spinster, this wonderful old spinster lady. Every night that she came home from work, she would dust her car, and it was wonderful. She hardly ever had to wash it. It was just wow, that's such a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Yeah. She was an impeccable private assistant. Impeccable. I just cleaned my car. Yay! Did you clean it yourself, Chloe, or did you get somebody to clean it? It doesn't really matter. Just like if you're going to get it clean, and then just keep things very ordered. Don't have clutter in your car. If you've in Germany, we're very aware of it. The Germans are very good with organization. So if you look in the trunk of their car, they've always got boxes because that's where they put their grocery shopping. Good, Chloe. Well done. I salute you. That was a few hours of good work there. You can do it lovingly. Yeah. So keep your car I don't know what your rules are in America. But in Germany, they have to have so many things in their car. You have to have like a blanket in case you get stuck in the cold. You have to have all those signs. You have to have jackets that they can see you.
We
It's
have
like
no
a
rules.
whole bag of shit.
We got zero rule. You have yourself in the car. That's it. We
Okay.
have zero rules. None. Zip, zilch, nada in any state. The only rules that I know of that exist in anywhere is you have to, if you're going into the mountains between like November and February, March, I believe, February, March, you have to have a set of chains in your car in Colorado legally. If you're driving
Okay.
through the mountains, that's it. There's no rule in any state that I've ever been to that has anything that you have to have in your car other than your human body.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah, it's
I
good.
don't know what people have different. I mean, I knew a guy whose car was so dirty that the plants were growing. He had weeds growing at the bottom of his plants. Well, yeah. So those were the hippie days. So containerize things, bag things. A good rule of thumb is don't eat in your car if you can. Don't eat and don't drink in your car. Don't smoke in your car if you. It's a good rule not to do it. Have something that works for the Vastu, the Indians. They just be aware. Look when you're driving. They always have the prayer beads, or they have the hand. The Jewish people also have the hand as protection symbol, or they have
The hamster.
the hamsa, or they have the eye, the evil eye to ward off danger. When it was somebody that just made me aware of it in South Africa, how much vuvu goes on. It was an old Portuguese man in his car, and he had like a little vuvu doll hanging by his window. And I just said, oh, that's a good. He said, yeah, you must watch out. You must watch out. This place is my sugar now. So in South Africa, we have things like that to stop cars being stolen. Like we put plastic snakes on our windows. We do all sorts of really weird things to stop that. But clean, 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 guys. In Germany, we have almost everybody does have a sweeping broom because here we get a lot of snow and it's illegal to drive with snow on the roof of your car. So they will sweep the snow off their car. But that broom is very good for dusting as well. And as I said, no clutter. Oh, right. We were talking about the protection symbols. Choose what you like. In the old days, it used to be Saint Christopher, if it works for you. Saint Michael, angels that protect you. Whatever you're going to do, do it with consciousness. I had funny things. I had a funny little felt owl, which was and she was called Murgatroyd, and she was my goddess of parking. And then I had a Bambi called Bunny, which my daughter gave me, so I remembered my daughter. So that was what was in my car. If you've got dancing Elvis, they love those crazy flowers here. I don't like them personally, but that's personal things. Keep your windows clean. Your windows, especially in your car, your rear view mirror is you're very aware of what's gone on behind you. So use your rear view mirror and be aware of what I want to say also in Feng Shui, get used to and be aware of that rear view mirror, because it's going to come up quite a lot that we use it as a cure to actually look in mirrors to protect our back. Sometimes we can't change things around, so we'll put a small mirror and you get used to having a look. My children always used to think that I really had eyes in the back of my head because I used to use mirrors and windows a lot to see what was going on. Detox your car quite regularly, as I said, with incense or with aromatherapy oils. You can put oils on the vents. If you've had a bad, like a cat or something has peed in your car, using soda water really works to get rid of smells, or bicarb will get rid of a smell in your car. Some cars get a mildewy smell. Choose your music. Oh, so choose. I heard, and it was quite a long time ago. I didn't realize it was so long ago, but the Catholic Church apparently decanonized Saint Christopher. He's no longer a saint, but I always thought he was like the saint of children and of caring. But work on the thing, the one that works for you. Many years ago, I had a little Ferrari in my car, a little toy Ferrari, and people would say to me, "Is that what you want? You want a Ferrari?" I said, "No, no, no. I just want to know that I have enough money to buy one cash. I definitely don't want a Ferrari." So that was my thought process. Obviously, if you have been in a car accident or have any trauma with your car, please smudge it around. And it works very similarly that you're working with the front and the back that I just spoke to you about, the four elements, the form school. And I forgot the most important part. Inside of that form school, sorry, I'm jumping back. I do have a bit of a headache. Are you with me, everybody? Inside of the form school, in the center of your home, is the snake. And you are the snake, and it's constantly transformation. So we're always peeling off new skin and getting new skin. And remember that when the snake sheds its skin, it's very, very vulnerable. So when we're going, so it's us, when we're going through transformations, we're vulnerable. We want to just shut our door on the world. We don't want to hear any negativity because we're hypersensitive to everything else. And know that, and it's okay. So shut your door. And it'll be much easier to shut your door. But within your car as well, so we're working with those four form school around us, and you're in your car doing transformation. The car is the most amazing place for transformation. You've got music, you've got your radio, you've got thoughts, you can learn in your car. I always said if I had to do the traffic, I would have learned a language a year, but I never had to really do the day-to-day traffic, that like spending 3 hours in traffic. I wouldn't have wasted. I mean, I love music in the car, but I would have used that time to learn a language. And now you can listen to podcasts. We didn't have podcasts in those days. And we just had stories if we were lucky on tape. Have a smell that's specific for your car that you, I don't know, like leather, that you can associate with wealth and success and purity and whatever your career is for you. It's for you. So you can choose lemon or rosemary's. If you know a little bit about aromatherapy oils, if you put them on there, or a little piece on a tissue and you put it in the vents, it's actually really wonderful. Then the smell actually comes through the vents when you're driving, because very often the air conditioner can get a really yucky smell, especially if you've had a smoker before. So yeah, put on the music, listen to the music, center yourself. And when you're driving, especially when you're going off to a client, this is huge observation. You can temper this as much as you like for yourself. You don't have to do it every day. But for me, whenever I went to a client, their day started virtually after I had had my shower. Then that I dedicated, and a consultation was pretty much a whole day. So I dedicated myself after my getting dressed, and that was then their day. Got my things, went out the door, into the car, and I was so observant because that told me so much about the client and what was going in their lives. It was like my little portable psychic reading along the way. Did I see a dead bird? Did I get lost on the way? Were the roads marked correctly? Did I go through all traffic lights smoothly? Was I stopped at traffic lights? What did I see along the way? What was, and that was very, please just don't be too observant. You're driving your car. But if you're going on a big, for interview, or like Chris, when you're going for your interview, you can use a whole lot of these things that you can see what's going to. It's a little bit of forewarning. Please don't get too neurotic about this stuff. These things it's just about observing. Huh? It's just about observing and being part of the now. But they can really give you whether it's foreboding or it's positive. You might just say, I don't want to do this, if that's what you're feeling, or drive this way or drive that way. Another thing which was really just to spread your mind a little bit is find different routes. If you're traveling the same route every day, the kids once counted that I had 56 ways to get to school. I don't know how they managed to, but it was like just the slightly different routes that I would take, and they managed to count 56 different ways. So I suppose that gives you this perception that you can change your brain space, way of different of seeing things. Music. Oh yes, your car is also also a water element. So it's communication, and music is a water element as well. So, and communication. So it's really, really very powerful. You will learn so much if you're listening to a podcast in your car, or you tend to pick up the lyrics that much quicker in the car. Please play chirpy music. Well, it's up to you. I mean, I would love playing opera, Maria Callas, and sing very loudly along with it, because I was in my car. Any other questions, or what have I forgotten about the car? Obviously, keep it in good condition. Your wheels, your tires, just check it. But very, very important to keep your car with a symbol of protection. Oh, a thing of rose quartz. One rose quartz, you can do as many as you like. Don't overclutter your car, because you're going to have to clean it. A rose quartz in your car is really just wonderful. Please, a very simple way of cleaning things, crystals, is, Chloe, you can sell this, is to use vodka. I mix vodka with distilled water, and you can put some aromatherapy oils, not much, lavender or rosemary. Personally, I like tea tree. Tea tree is very tea tree cleans up all the old shit. So anybody wanting to do this, dropping out trauma from past lives and all the stuff, use tea tree. It clears up, it heals hurts that don't like to heal. What else? Yeah, as I say, I've seen very interesting things. Cars, I've also seen people have had their office in their car. There was a client, she had a whole wardrobe in the trunk of her car. I mean, it's fascinating. This work is totally, and people open everything for you to see. Be careful of what you're keeping in your cubby. I don't know what you call it here, your glove compartment. Every single area, you want to really clean it out and, detox it, and put like little containers to hold all the crap that we usually just leave lying around. And as I said, it's best if you don't eat in your car, because there's a whole thing with eating as well. Eat with consciousness. And if you in a car, it was a process I did many years ago, is don't eat from a packet, because you'll tend to want to finish the packet. And it's just like so untidy. So when we're in the car, we will tend to eat just from the packet, and obviously make a lot of crumbs. But it's about being in mastery of yourself as well, that you control yourself, that you are master of your thoughts and your actions, that you're waiting to eat those crisps before you get home. And when you get home, you take that self-mastery and you take a little bowl, depends how big you want your bowl, how many crisps you want, and you put that, because you're going to finish it, and then you close it up with a peg and you put it away. And then you can finish the bowl. If you really want to have another bowl, you can. But very often just eating that small plate of crisps is going to be enough. If you've got the whole packet, you're going to eat until the whole packet's finished. So just a little tip along the way. But yeah, any questions? Because I know you guys want to go off to, it's 12, it's 112. Any questions? What have I not forgotten?
Nothing on my end. This has been beyond thorough here. I got pages and pages of notes from between last week and this week. So I don't know if you guys have any questions. Please put them in the chat here. Otherwise, we're not going to be too much longer here. I know Blindly Inspired is she's not feeling the best, and so we're definitely
No, I've got this.
yeah, favorite. So let's take a moment, actually, before we end this in 15 seconds. Repeat about 15 seconds for your calm, centered. So we're going to take 15 seconds here and send some energy to Blindly Inspired. Saint Germain here. We are going to send love
Thank
to Blindly
you.
Inspired. We are going to send her some love. Giri, you are helping them to live in a flow. So we are going to send energy to you to help your flow. Krista, we are appreciative of what you do. And your knowledge is quite extensive, dearie. So everybody, take 5 seconds here, 10, 15 seconds, whatever, and just hold Krista in your highest light that she is feeling amazing. There you go.
Thanks, guys. It was like boom, boom. Just like magenta and purple firework explosion. Thank you.
So don't forget your violet flame. When you are done, just you have the gas knob, right? So just turn the violet flame up to a 6 or 7 and sit there. If you turn it to 10, that is, we are going to do this on Monday. The clearing, you can be like stepping into a hot oven.
Beautiful. I'm doing that one a lot when I'm walking through my door. I find that I do it downstairs, but upstairs I think the roof is too at the moment, so I'm not connecting nicely outside my front door. But I am doing this whole whoosh of a lot, and I think it's really being put out there again. The universe is really pushing this violet flame, and we need it, guys. We need it. It's not just about us. And sometimes my heart really breaks when it's just people about me, and it is about me. But really, the things that really help is when we think about us or you. There was just a thing I read somewhere recently that where they have healing waters, like Lourdes and places like that, the people that have been healed are the people that have actually asked for healing for other people as well as themselves. So we'll talk about tithing. These are all rules that go with Feng Shui. As I said, this is such a huge, multi 10,000 myriad of things. I hope you guys are enjoying. We'll go get back to lots. What should we do next week?
That
I
is
wanted to.
up to you, Krista. We are leaving it up to you.
No, I do want to start on the 5 elements, but please, yeah, start to bond with the 5 elements. I know the Indians, the indigenous folk in your country work with a lot of people just work with the 4 directions, and then they add ether. I just work the way that I do because I just love the way that it works, because for me it's they all blend in together and all very similar. But just start to maybe do the Om Namah Shivaya, or I'll post it. It's so beautiful. I've got such a beautiful one. It's just such a prayer of adoration. But I was totally unaware that it actually was the 5 elements as well. So it's, as I said, Na is earth, Ma is water, which is Mu. And this is where we're going. I mean, I'm glad I'm very mellow tonight, because this is what we really need to embrace. I'm very worried about Atlantis. I mean, we need to really just push so much more of the Mu energy with integrity, and You know, we've the only weapons we really have are love and courage. You know, the Tuatha De Danann, which were the ancient fairy folk in Ireland, they just went in between. When these guys came, they only had like copper swords. There was no match for them, so they just went in between. So I mean, we have all these incredible angels, and the universe is sending such incredible energy. I mean, if you can just step back from yourselves, from your homes, well, look at your home, you know, go out, do a little bit of astral traveling, you know, in your prayers and have a look, go out, go out, go out, and have a look what your home looks like from there. Have a look what the earth looks like. How are the angels, you know, can you see what the earth looks like? She's looking incredible. She's like this, she's like she's like this, like full of this violet and blue and green flames. Yeah, but we need more. We need more, you know. And I'm sorry to, you know, we didn't realize, I don't think anybody realized that this is what we signed up for, you know. We didn't realize many years ago, somebody said to me, you didn't realize God was going to be so hard. I said, mm-mm. No, we think it's going to be all very sweet and sanctimonious. Yeah, and it is. It has those very private, very beautiful times within ourselves, which is, thank you, Chris, volunteer. I'm listening more and more. I like shorts. I don't have much time, but thank you for your beautiful music. I'm finding it really, really healing and really special. But this whole group is just like, it's just getting so exciting, and the bonds between it's like this incredible golden green knotwork, you know.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Krista.
yeah.
And speaking of Krista, he's going to be live Tuesday night. Chris will be live with the Sacral Chakra Bowl. So join us at 7 o'clock. Well, in your case, that would be like 2 a.m., but much
No, it's
3 a.m.
12. It's better. No, it's better now. It's 12. It
Okay.
was
Oh, that's right.
1. It's 12.
The
But
time shift. That's right.
I do, if I'm awake, if I've woken up, I will tune in. But I used to do a lot of it and I wasn't sleeping, but I try to sleep
What?
because I do get up at 5. My prayers go off at 5:55. In fact, they should go off earlier, but for now it's just 5:55.
All right. So we're going to let you get some sleep. We're going to thank you so much here. And we are grateful. And again, we're sending healing love. There we go. Healing
Thank you.
love to that. You have the energetics that are moving through you. We're not stating what they are. You
I
just
can
know that.
definitely feel it. It's like, and you know how hot it is here. Just there. This side's not worse. That's weird. Yeah,
Interesting.
it's like this.
Weird.
Yeah.
But thank you all for being here. We're super grateful, and we're going to continue this next week, same time, same channel. Feng Shui Corner here. And we're
Yeah.
grateful to have such an amazing teacher here as you, Krista.
And please have some questions, because especially if you
Andrew,
come with your own place. Oh, and that's why, Josh, don't feel bad about not having your plan.
I will. I'm working. I actually started working on
Well,
it.
it's ready, and that's why I teach, and I've thought like, how's the best way? Because everybody wants the plan. There's no quick fix in life, guys. There are sometimes, but it's about a way of life. Oh, the other thing is like, just please be so aware of your water. A nice one that you can do for your first morning water is come up with 5 words. We were talking about water last week. So if you want health, healing for your body, healing for your mind, healing for your spirit, healing all your energetics, and really energize, just especially just 1 glass of water, and drink it as your tonic, your medicine in the morning. It's something I've been doing. It's a beautiful one, and you can feel it. Oh, I went to the lake today, and that water was so incredible. It looked like it was thick and viscous. It was like completely different new water. Anyway, I will put some pictures up of my lake one day.
Please do. That would be amazing. All right.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We're going to go ahead and get this wrapped up here. Krista, thank you so much. And when you Just because we're not on the live stream doesn't mean if you're not sending Krista some healing love there, she still won't feel it. So keep that vibration going there, because energetics hold no space and time. So keep that in mind.
We all need as much healing as we possibly, unconditional healing. Just send out healing. It doesn't have to go anywhere. The energy, as I said, with the peace, it will know exactly where to go.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. We thank you so much, Krista. We will, of course, hopefully see you in the Good Dawning, and when we
Yes.
do otherwise. And of course, you can check her out, Krista, out again at Blindly Inspired. And we will see you next Sunday at the same time, same channel, with more of your amazing expertise on getting us into the flow. And just from the little changes I've made, it's been a huge difference in my house already.
Nice.
Thank you guys for being here, Scotty Boy, Millie, and all.
Thanks,
Suzette,
Scotty.
Sunnyverse. Putting Suzette Sunnyverse as your tag there. Watch your universe shift.
Is Suzette there? I can't
She
see
was.
her.
She was in the chat for a sec. There she is.
Oh,
Suzette Sunnyverse. Yeah.
Suzette, thank
Just by
you.
just by
I
changing
saw
that,
that. I know.
you're gonna get more sun in your universe there.
Yeah, I love it. I think it's just so beautiful.
All right, guys.
We really are. We're just we become. Oh, and this is actually at this time what's really happening in the universe. Is to really honor your ancestors. A lot of ancestral stuff is coming up. Love you so much, Millie, and a lot of connecting with your family, with your new soul family. Really, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was, you know what, Scotty, when I used to teach, it was 18 hours nonstop. And I would start, I'd say, I'm going to just talk. This is my time to talk, and I'll give you time to ask for questions. But I'm sure that by the end of this, I will have answered all your questions. Because we need to know. We need to know what we're doing. No, my people perish for lack of knowledge. And people are saying this, and people are saying that, and this one says that, and this one says it's green. And when you know you can make your own things, well, today it's green and tomorrow it's purple. So at least I know where I stand within it. Josh, I love the work you're doing. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
And we
Yeah.
love your work as well. Thank you for sharing your expertise. It's quite amazing there, and you're just a bevy of all this knowledge, and we're grateful to be gifted with it.
Well, I'm glad I can share it and just use it. That's the most important thing. Just use like 10%. Just be aware of it. It is too much. It's way too much.
Yep, I'll be getting some crystal points to put over top on the bathroom
Yeah.
threshold tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
just the
We'll use
cheapest ones
them.
we got.
Oh, sorry, just on the bed. I hope, does anybody sleep in a four-poster bed? Because they can be quite dangerous. Sorry,
Not
I just don't know. I don't know. They, like clients that I've seen, have usually got very like serious spinal problems because a lot of those things cross over at the top of the bed.
Oh wow, that's a good. Chloe, have a great night, and we'll be in
Yeah.
touch. We're gonna look
But
to
we will
having.
see you.
Yep, we're gonna
Please
look
have
to
some
having Chloe on the
questions.
channel too. So for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome because then I can talk crystals and suggest because I know my stones quite well.
Oh, perfect. Maybe you and Chloe, and we'll have a couple of us on the channel there and do crystal talk.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah, and then Chloe can, of course, as we're talking crystals, sell her wares, which is
Yeah.
the idea is to spread the. I mean, I got a piece of green tourmaline from Chloe, and it's in the other. I'd go grab it, but I'll have it on tomorrow. Get done. But it's gorgeous. It's and then a piece of labradorite that the purple hue on that is stunning.
Oh, I
I'll be
love
wearing it tomorrow. So
labradorite.
yeah, I'll
Oh,
wear it tomorrow.
labradorite. That's for magic. That's for beautiful, beautiful magic from
Yeah,
the
there's a few
island of.
channelers I know that actually, I not personally know, but I know of that hold labradorite while they're channeling. So
Yeah.
yeah.
A crystal channel would be lovely. A crystal discussion. That would be very nice.
Yeah, we would have to get Rooted Willow involved as well. Favor to her, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right,
And it would
guys,
be really
we're gonna go
sweet.
ahead and it's been an hour and a half, so we're gonna go ahead and release
Yeah.
or end this here. And a favor to you, Blindly Inspired, big favor to feeling better. We're sending you all the love in the universe. Thank you so much. Check out our channel at Blindly Inspired. Catch us tomorrow in Good Dawning at 10:33 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, 7:33 Pacific. Make sure you're checking Chris, the volunteer, for his daily card pool with Archangel Gabriel, which I realized I didn't check today. And of course, he'll be on Tuesday night. And of course, Tuesday Night Live at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That's United States. And of course, Chloe, and we'll just do this. Chloe, right there. Check her out as well for all your crystal needs on YouTube. The shipping is faster than a speeding bullet, and the quality is better than I can do in my shop. So there we go. Thank you, Chloe. You're awesome, and we'll see you guys in the next. Thank you again, Krista. Thank you.
An absolute pleasure. Love you lots, guys. And I'll see you on my walks in the forest. You'll get my energy because I definitely think of you all when I see the golden leaves. Thanks, Millie.
Thanks, guys. Have a blessed night, and we'll see you in the next.
Okay, bye.